back. It is a decision that's gathered attention from not only the community but also state lawmakers. Since the Memphis-Shelby County School Board voted to fire former Superintendent Dr. Marie Fagans, there's been a growing concern about the impact a state takeover could have on the district's students, its educators, and families. But now community leaders are taking a new step to resist state intervention and continue providing quality education for our children. Joining us now to talk more about their strategy are two of the leaders behind this effort, Ron Redwing, the CEO of the Redwing Group, and Cardell Oren, the Executive Director of Stand for Children Tennessee. Gentlemen, glad to both have you here.
Great to be here.
We have heard so much talk. We've heard from some Shelby County commissioners who've had a no confidence vote of the Memphis-Shelby County School Board. We've heard from some state lawmakers saying we got to do something in the city of Memphis, let's take it over. But you folks say, slow it down just a little bit. Why so, Ron?
Well, slow it down because, first of all, their track record in not only the state of Tennessee, but in many states, there are few, if any, successful takeovers that we're aware of. And certainly taking over the school system here in Memphis is not the answer. Now, we know that there are challenges here, but there are challenges that can be overcome. Mm-hmm. And what it means for this community is for us holding ourselves accountable and our leadership with the board, and I believe we can do that. And we'll talk more about what that looks like.
Sure. Cardell, why do you still have confidence in the school board, and why do we still need these local voices as opposed to the state coming in?
Well, I think the school board, no matter how people feel about the moves that they've made recently, the school board still has a responsibility, and we elected them to represent us and to move our district forward. And I think they should be allowed that opportunity to do that. I think that they have set out, a position, and they've identified some places where they can improve around doing more governance training and getting together and putting together a vision and a plan, working with an interim superintendent. And so I think that those are issues that we can deal with locally, and we need to move forward in that way. We know that a state takeover is not the answer. We've seen what happens after 10 years of the ASD and failure there, along with no accountability. In the whole 10-year status of the Achievement School District, they didn't close down one school from the state level. And all of those schools had to shift over to the district, to the state commission, or to close, and they without achieving the goal of moving those bottom 5% schools to the top 25%. So we know they can't do the job, so partner with us, work with us, give us the resource and capacity, and let us lead locally and work together as partners here.
That's what I want to ask you, Ron. What will be the game plan for your organization to make sure that it's heard by state lawmakers and other stakeholders in this?
Well, part of it is we're here talking to you and getting this word out. But the other part is galvanizing the community to come together and to really look at what the implications of a state takeover could mean. But what I'd say today is not the time for takeover, but if we're going to take over, it should be Memphians taking over and leading this process. And with that, I say this coalition of faith-based leaders, community leaders, business leaders, and civic and community organizations, we should be the ones identifying those. Memphis has strong business leaders, strong minds here, and we should be identifying those individuals who can step up to the plate and help with financing, help with logistics and business around school operations, as well as curriculum. We have great minds here in this city, and part of our efforts is going to be identifying those individuals who will step up and do it. I don't think we need to go to Houston and look at what they're doing. We need to look inward and make those decisions ourselves.
Because the Houston proposal is what Representative Mark White has proposed as part of this as well. Cardell, with the interim superintendent who's kind of been in office now, been in that seat for a few weeks now, have you seen anything, any progress, anything that lets you know that these folks are capable of doing the job here?
I think that, I think that we see folks coming together as partners, like this coalition coming together. I think there are a lot of folks in this community who want our school system to succeed. And I think that no matter who the superintendent is, we're going to wrap our arms around them and move forward. And I believe than with the school board, with the interim superintendent, or whoever is leading the district, with our business partners, with our community partners. I've been involved in multiple coalitions that are focused on literacy, that are focused on workforce development, on moving our community forward, and working together. I believe that we can do it.
And Ron, last word being yours, what's the next step for your group?
The next step, you'll hear a series of events that we have planned, again, to educate the community, to pull people together, and more than anything, say to our state leaders and representatives that we are capable. We've heard the call. We agree that we need to do something more than we've been doing, and we're going to do it, but it's going to come from Memphis.
Right.
Memphis voices, Memphis choices.
But also, isn't it about accountability?
Oh, absolutely.
It's definitely
without a doubt.
But there's local accountability. We elect people to represent us, and those should be the folks that represent us and move our children and our school system forward. And we know that only failure will come with state takeover.
All right.
The last thing, elections. We live in a democratic society.
Right.
Elections should determine who's there and who's not.
All right, gentlemen, keep me posted. Appreciate you. I hope have you back here again so we can update our viewers on what's going on.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. Max, what do you have for us?
Well, we got some